welcome back to Houston Life. Whether you're an artist, collector, or simply an art lover, we are diving into the vibrant world of Islamic art. The Islamic Arts Festival is back for its 11th year, celebrating culture and tradition through stunning masterpieces.
From flowing calligraphic paintings to intricate geometric decor, we have here with more about the festival. We have board president of the Islamic Art Society and Ebru artist, Shaheen Rahman. How are you doing today, Shaheen?
Hey, good, thank you. Thank you so much for having me and the opportunity to talk about the festival.
It's really our pleasure, and an 11th year, that is amazing. And you guys have things to brag about because it is one of the biggest, it is the biggest Islamic Arts Festival.
That's right, it's the biggest and the oldest running festival. Even during COVID, we took it online. And so, yeah, it's 10 straight years. This is our 11th year, and we're very proud to share it with the broader community.
Tessa mentioned the calligraphic arts and the geometric shapes. It seems like artists, of course, are very focused and very, very skilled. This type of art specifically seems like it takes an extra layer of dedication and focus. How would you describe the art to people who are unfamiliar?
So Islamic art spans a wide geographic area, all the way from China to South Asia to Sub-Saharan Africa up into Europe. And so wherever this particular faith or an Islamic people were living, they incorporated the culture of those places into their different art forms. And there are certain common items that are found in no matter where you come from as far as Islamic art goes. So Arabic calligraphy, which is the highest form of Islamic art, it's the art of the word. It's verses from the Quran and words from the Quran. And yes, it takes a long time, many years, to actually get, we call it an ijazah, or you can call it a degree, to be able to, to learn how to do this calligraphy perfectly.
It definitely is an art that needs, you really have to master it, right? So if people are art junkies, the Islamic Festival is somewhere where they can go and meet all kinds of new artists right here in the community. Do you have any artists traveling to be there as well?
Yeah, so most of our artists are local, but we always have invited artists. This year we have 3 artists that are coming from different parts of the U.S. They are nationally known, and we're so honored and privileged to showcase their artwork as well.
There's a brand new venue this year, U of H, and part of the reason you needed to change venues is because so many thousands of people showed up. You needed more room. So about how many people attend?
So from our very humble beginnings at the very first festival in 2014, our festival has grown by leaps and bounds, and we really felt like we were squeezed in the space up in the north side of Houston. And so this was the time for us to step out into a larger venue. We've had up to 6,000 people visit the 2-day festival in the past, and so having a bigger, more central location is going to allow us to welcome even more people into the festival.
We love to hear on Houston Life that a festival has outgrown its past venue and grown into something bigger, and we hope it keeps just doing that. I want to talk about you, Shaheen, because you have such an interesting backstory. You were a plant biologist for, 14 years ago you were, and then you fell in love with this art. What is it about the watercolor, the Ebru, that you have found so fascinating and really found your talent in?
My passion, really.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very much a spiritual art form. Historically, this dates back to the 14th century. And it was really considered a spiritual art form because you're working with water, you're dropping the paints, and so it was considered a way to connect with the higher power, with the divine. And I think when I read about it and when I actually practice it, it just has a very calming feeling. And really, it's all natural things, which connects me to my biology background. And so, yeah, I just love to share it with everybody in the community.
And we get to see how it works today. By the way, at the Arts Fest, there will be live art demonstrations. There are kids' activities. Some of these pieces, actually all of these pieces here in Studio B, you created these just in the last 10 minutes or so while Tessa and I have been on the air. So can you show us the process of how it gets done?
Yes, absolutely. So here we have a tray which has a liquid which has been thickened with an ingredient, and on the surface I'm going to drop some paints, And while I'm talking, I just want to share with everyone that there are many components to the festival, the art exhibit being the main one. And this year, because we're in a bigger venue, we're able to offer expanded programming. So we're doing spoken word and poetry, we're doing a film festival, we're doing an academic session in collaboration with the University of Houston. We're doing a comedy show. Yes, Muslims can be funny. And also a Sufi music concert in the evening by the Al Firdaus Ensemble that's coming all the way from Granada, Spain.
My gosh.
So-
So you really want to feed people's souls
Yes.
when they experience this festival.
It's a really important aspect of our faith and culture. It helps us connect with the divine. It helps us express our how passionate we feel about where we come from. And so if you just give it a good mix,
Give it a good mix.
and then you want to tap the extra paint off like this,
Okay.
yeah, and then you just
And I saw the way you did that. It was
and
just
you
so.
just tap, tap, tap. There we go.
Oh, wow.
It's relaxing just watching this. And so interesting to see how each little paint droplet expands once it hits the liquid.
So pretty. Okay, can I do blue too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do it with the blue, and then you gotta kind of like show us, how does this get onto a piece of paper?
Yes,
Because it's just
yes.
in water right now.
That's right.
Or it's not water, at the thickening
It's thickened.
liquid.
That's right.
Gorgeous.
So now you get to go, Derek, and you get to drag it across and just go with it and see where it takes you.
Oh, wow. I can
Beautiful.
see why you connected with this art form, Shaheen. This is beautiful. Okay, we are tight on time. So if you could show us how
Yes.
the final magic actually happens. There we go.
So now I'm going to put the paper on here and we'll pull it off together.
And it's almost like a magnet. The fact that this paint sticks to the
Grab
paper.
that end,
Okay.
yeah. And we're going to drag it
Drag it along the
so
edge
that
here.
we get the extra liquid off.
Okay.
Wow.
Here.
And then we
There you go.
turn it around.
Wow.
Gorgeous. So magical.
job.
Beautiful.
Okay, I'm a almost 40-year-old woman, and that is so fun. Imagine the kids doing this at the festival. Their
Yes.
minds are going to be blown.
Yeah, so not only do you get to watch and experience this art form, you can create your own piece. We have live calligraphy, we have live painting, we get to have a henna done if you're interested in that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a multi-generational event, open and free to everybody. So we welcome the community to come and learn about Islamic art and culture.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Shaheen Rahman,
Wonderful.
thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for the lesson.
Thank you.
Thank
It
you
is
for having me.
absolutely beautiful. Hey, by the way, you can experience the Islamic Arts Festival next weekend, November 9th and 10th, at their new venue, University of Houston. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit our website, houstonlife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.
Okay.